Stop. Seriously, stop waiting for everything to be perfect in order to start. You know, we all keep telling ourselves that maybe if you have the perfect camera, the perfect equipment, the best scripts, the best form, the best anything it could be, you will start eventually. But that's not the case. The first step is in doing it and taking the courage, the leap of faith, and starting. And until and unless we don't ever start, we don't really know what we will do. How will it go? What can be achieved? Because a statistic will always remain zero until you actually start. This goes back to our fundamentals of being a kid, of being a human. You don't know how to swim until you actually get into the pool. Because nobody gets into the pool and knows how to swim. You get in with the idea of learning. And this is supposed to be applied in every other situation. The same way you won't ever know what your content is, what you're supposed to post, how you're supposed to speak, how are you supposed to address an audience that isn't even present until you start doing. At first, you might be discouraged, you might view the numerics of it, you might be there are only 200 views. The important part is being consistent with it, because without ever being consistent with what you output, your numbers will always remain zero. And the more you put yourself out there, the only higher your statistic will ever grow. I see a lot of times people will be like, but I don't know what to do. And what if it's bad? What if people perceive me and they get the wrong idea of me? And that's always going to be the case. People will always have a perception of you. The important part is taking the feedback that you get and figuring out what works, how you can improve yourself, what can you learn. You might always tell yourself that you aren't perfect with what you're doing, that the things you have aren't where they're supposed to be, that whatever you want to do isn't how you envision it in your head. And that's okay. Nobody starts off perfect. We all kind of start from somewhere. Nobody became the fastest runner. No one became the smartest person without ever giving themselves a chance. Nobody grew to 1 million followers just in one day. They took time and effort and struggled. They stayed consistent with whatever they did, with whatever they wanted to do, whatever they wanted to achieve. Because once you have a vision, you really, really, really have to chase it, because nobody else is going to push you to do that. You are the only person you have. You are the only person who's going to ever tell yourself that, listen, unless I take the initiative, I'm going to get nowhere, because end of the day, this is your life. The choices you make are up to you. And the life that you desire is something that you have to put effort into yourself, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And the sooner you realize that, the better, because nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to push you. No one's going to tell you what to do and what not to do. The choices you make will come from you. It will come from you starting. And only once you start, you will ever know where you want to get and how you see it. What can you improve? What can you do better? What is something that you feel you are completely lacking on and you could definitely improve? So take that leap of faith, take it, have hope, and remember, with consistency and effort, anything is possible.